founders were already experiencing the high that we had in Dubai. We witnessed an event that had never ever taken place in the history of doing business anywhere on the planet. We saw a man of enormous talent being displayed when the marketing campaign began in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. It was a phenomenal happening and we were totally enthralled by what we saw. An introduction to ONPASSIVE, where the main focus was on the incredible legendary Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest structure on earth, was now the home of ONPASSIVE. It became the home when ONPASSIVE bought, not leased or rented, the entire floors 151 and 134. Mr. Ash Mufare could have dropped the mic and nothing could ever equal what happened on that day. But knowing our incredible leader of ONPASSIVE, Mr. Ash Mufare, who also happens to be the owner of ONPASSIVE, we knew that this was just a teaser. A teaser, where the beginning was at the top of the world. Normally the teaser is just a small part of something even more spectacular. How could Mr. Mufare top what he has done in Dubai? With just that being done, he could have walked away and made history. But no more than about 2 weeks after that, March 30, 2022, which will go down in history, on April the 11th, 2022, we were completely broadsided by something that is more incredible. The buzz that we had by becoming one of the occupants of 2 floors of a building that is legendary, and would cause a lot of us to brag about it because that was just a teaser. The next stage happens to be on April 15, 2022. We were told by Mr. Mufare that we hadn't seen anything yet. He revealed to us founders just a tidbit of what is going to happen on April 15, 2022. ONPASSIVE next campaign is going to be directed to the young ones, the children. Think about that. ONPASSIVE is not forgetting about the children. ONPASSIVE is going to be featured in multiple magazines where it was going to be seen by millions upon millions of people, and we are never going to stop building our brand. That is the genius of Mr. Ash Mufare. What he is doing is that he is building the brand of ONPASSIVE even before it is globally launched to the world. That is extraordinary genius, and guess what? We founders have him all to ourselves. When ONPASSIVE hits the global market, it will be a household word. So anyone who sees ONPASSIVE in every kind of advertisement known to mankind won't have to ask what is ONPASSIVE. The world will know who ONPASSIVE is. That's the marketing wonder who we have as the owner of ONPASSIVE. No one would have thought about any of this because this is not inside the box thinking. This is more than outside the box thinking. This is the universe thinking. Incredibly, ONPASSIVE is featured in the biggest mall shopping center. Oh bless, this Friday will be helping the children in Hyderabad. The staff of ONPASSIVE, whose operations are centrally located in Hyderabad, India, wants to help. So they will use their resources to get a jump started. Can you imagine that? But they will not be alone, because whatever figure that they came up with, ONPASSIVE is going to match that as well. Remember, oh bless is the heart of Mr. Mufare. That means oh bless is the heart of ONPASSIVE. You've heard the expression breaking news? You've heard the major networks that would have groups of highly qualified personnel reporting on events. On April 15th, ONPASSIVE will be all over Dubai. It will be live streamed on YouTube channels and possibly Zoom with the same outlets that we had on March 30th, 2022. As of this date, April the 11th, 2022, we do not have the details. If we had the details, we wouldn't say we had the details because it would be proprietary, so when it happens, founders are going to be shocked out of their minds, just like the world who will be viewing it when the founders view it. Do you remember when we reached the top? The next thing was that we will see ONPASSIVE from the sky. The next thing is April 15th, 2022. On that date, we will enter another phase in the growth and the branding of ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE will be a worldwide brand. While doing all of this, there are so many products that are happening now. At one time, ONPASSIVE was the hunter. Now ONPASSIVE is being hunted by the hunters. The hunters are the ones who didn't believe, and now they're frantically trying to see how they can become part of this monumental company. If you don't know it by now, ONPASSIVE is the trendsetter that is so far ahead that it's almost impossible for anyone to catch or pass it. Friday, April 15, 2022 is imminent. Are you ready?
ONPASSIVE has started a massive marketing campaign. In order to get ONPASSIVE's name to the world, marketing must be done first. ONPASSIVE is marketing in a creative, innovative way. For as long as businesses have been in existence, marketing has been the most important phase of any business. Untold billions of dollars are spent each year by companies big and small, startups, and also established companies. How many times have you passed by billboards and recognized a new company? Or an established company that you heard about on the radio and saw on television? Why do businesses do that? To be able to have success in their businesses. Why is it that most new businesses that open go out of business within 20 months and only 10% are successful? One major flaw in startup companies is a lack of branding. What is branding? Branding is the process of giving meaning to specific companies, products, or services by creating and shaping the name of that product, service, or company in the consumer's mind. ONPASSIVE is a high-tech company and digital manufacturer of its own AI, which is artificial intelligence-driven products. It is in the pre-launch stage. The campaign that ONPASSIVE has started to market is starting to be seen by the public. That is branding the name of ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is positioning itself with its digital products driven by artificial intelligence and machine learning. ONPASSIVE is called the company built with heart. The branding of ONPASSIVE starts with a very attractive logo. When that logo is seen, people will know that it belongs to a company called ONPASSIVE. That is done to brand ONPASSIVE in the minds of people. Mr. Ash Maffair, who is the designer of ONPASSIVE, and who is a master marketer, has chosen an area or place that is well known and prestigious. A place that attracts people from all over the world. He wanted a place with instant recognition. A world-renowned place that would represent the fact that ONPASSIVE is an information and technology company that's just about to come out of pre-launch after over 3.5 years of product development and innovation. A state-of-the-art operations building, housing some of the most technologically advanced engineers, located in India, known for its technology experts in the field of digital and high-tech products. The products were ready and waiting, but something was needed to show the world that ONPASSIVE had entered into this information and technology space. Known by only a few people, Mr. Maffair had searched for a location for over 1 year to find the perfect place to start ONPASSIVE's marketing campaigns. On March 30, 2022, we found out that the place chosen by Mr. Maffair was Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Dubai is the most recognizable city on the planet. Ultra-modern, high-tech, innovative. Dubai mirrored what ONPASSIVE is all about. Dubai has some of the most expensive real estate on the earth. Dubai is state-of-the-art, the most advanced city ever developed. The home of a functioning underwater railway system. Dubai is an architectural phenomenon. We were shocked out of our minds to have a presence in that incredible city. ONPASSIVE has offices in Dubai. And the CEO is a resident of Dubai, Mr. Mohammed Kamal, who was once a founder of ONPASSIVE, but is no longer a founder. He has been hired by Mr. Ash Maffair to head the Dubai operations for ONPASSIVE. Mr. Kamal and Mr. Maffair and a chosen few knew, but didn't leak the information. Now for the really big news. ONPASSIVE has bought 2 entire floors in the world-famous Burj Khalifa. Floors 134 and 151 make ONPASSIVE the highest office in the world because Burj Khalifa is the tallest building on the earth. ONPASSIVE has not opened to the public, and it is at the top of the world of business in this magnificent building. That is called brand marketing, spreading the name of ONPASSIVE. The other compelling reasons for selecting Dubai to start ONPASSIVE marketing campaigns are the millions of tourists from the four corners of the earth visiting Dubai each year. Over 90 million people, non-residents of Dubai visiting, taking pictures, and noticing what is happening in Dubai as it relates to ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is all over Dubai with advertising in every famous landmark area in Dubai. The name ONPASSIVE is prominently displayed. Remember the purpose of branding? To shape a company, product or service in the minds of consumers. ONPASSIVE is doing that. It is called name recognition advertising, and it is pure genius. Dubai also has the top IT companies with offices in what is called Dubai Internet City. ONPASSIVE is the new kid on the block, and all those other companies are looking up at the highest company on the planet in the Burj Khalifa building. Mr. Muffet didn't throw money down the rabbit hole where other companies have fallen. ONPASSIVE is building its brand in an unconventional way, but very, very effective. Brand recognition is done first. Targeting specific people is the reason why ONPASSIVE will be a household name in the minds of all those tourists who are taking pictures and sending those pictures to their relatives all over this planet. With all of that branding, ONPASSIVE when it publicly launches will go viral. Just think. This is only the beginning. What is next? We can't wait.